What's up, guys? This is Sapphire, and I'm joined once again by Varus. Now, we are back with the PSI Storm upper bracket in the fourth round, or actually the semi-finals upper bracket here. So this is really crunch time now. We've got Adro spawning as the light blue Zerg, and he is up against Captain Controversy himself, the blue Terran Oxygen. Now, for those of you who didn't watch the Blizzcon tournament, the Blizzcon qualification tournament in Southeast Asia, Oxygen basically shredded every favorite big name player in Southeast Asia on his way rampaging through that tournament, and basically by cheesing the hell out of it. Marine proxy marauder rushes, Reaper rushes, Hellion openings, SCVs, basically every attack he did, he took half his SCVs, so just all in, and it was so effective, and he is so good at it. And this is Steps of War, so I'm a little bit worried for Adro here, because Adro has played so strong throughout this tournament. Took out Filthy, who was the Trans Tasman 2 champion, and really expected to do better than he did in the opening round, and he also took out Just in Time and Red Archon. So Adro had a really good series that went to an ace match against Red Archon, and he was very, very strong there. His Zerg vs Terran is strong, and the thing to remember is this is before patch 1.1 and obviously before patch 1.1.2. So Roaches don't have the increased range, Reapers don't have the build time nerf, and you can build a barracks before a factory. So Oxygen's full arsenal and full bag of tricks is on the line for this one, so I'm really interested to find out what exactly he's going to throw at Adro.
Yeah, hey guys, Varus here. Looking forward to an interesting and entertaining matchup here. I can't say I know too much about Adro, to be honest, but I've seen a few of Oxygen's games, and as Seth said, he definitely is entertaining. I would not want to be a worker in his army. He seems to be in favour of conscription here. As we see, just some regular stuff going down at the moment. Oxygen just getting his orbital up after getting a barracks and marine out, and Paul going down for Adro, so we have to see how this game evolves.
Yeah, I love the fact when I point something out, I'm like, yes, definitely this player is known for this, he would totally do this, and then he completely doesn't. Opening completely standard for Oxygen here, looking like he's going straight into the factory. Would expect to see a Hellion opening, and we are seeing that reactor come online. Gas steal going off for Adro. I'm interested to find out whether or not he's going to cancel and renew the extractor. That extractor will be able to keep building forever and ever until 3 Marines come online. We do see the cancel right there, so Adro is just looking to hold this gas as long as possible, slow down that factory opening, and just choke him with the gas supply right there. It forces Oxygen to build more Marines than he probably wanted to, and he's building that reactor right now, so he's not able to get more Marines out, and Adro will be able to cancel and renew this gas over and over again until there's 3 Marines there, or more SCVs. It will not be able to significantly drop it. Just poking in down the front with those 2 Zerglings, and there's the switch. Adro should be up there trying to block this switch, and we are going to see this factory drop onto the reactor right now. Still this 1 Marine working on this extractor. I expect to see another cancel from Adro, who is actually getting his, there's the cancel, constantly doing that. Costs him a lot of money. That's a third of the price. He loses every time he cancels that, but worth it in a lot of aspects. Trying to get the spine crawler online while his hatchery morphs. I expect to see that once his hatchery morphs, he'll move the spine crawler forward to and possibly even a queen on the ramp to intercept there. And you can also do some nice positioning by putting an Evo chamber and the spine crawler behind it to force those Hellions through. This was back when Hellions were super deadly before the roach changes. So right now there's not that much you can do, and we are seeing those first Hellions coming across the field now.
Yeah, Adro's going to have to be careful here. If they get up this ramp, they can cause all sorts of problems, and look like they are going to, as they run straight past, but dodging the spine crawler here. And
yeah, the good thing from Adro's point of view is that speed is finished, so he can try and get us around. Spine crawler really saving him right there. Getting that Hellion down to the red, going to retreat, possibly even repair. But once he gets 4 Hellions, they'll be able to do so much damage. Finally able to drop that gas cancel. Worked for so long, and it was the 3 Marines. That's the magic number needed. Bringing those Hellions back, going to repair them up, and the 4 Hellions is the danger time, because they can just rip through Zerglings, one-shot drones, and I'm really interested to find out what his follow-up is going to be. Looking like we're going to see an expansion, so he's going to go for the 4 Hellion opening harass just to switch into an expansion. Going to load them up into a medevac though. Adro should be able to see this with his Zerglings, So it's just a case of how much attention he's paying, and is flying right past his Overlord. Nice Overlord positioning there. Got lucky that Adro didn't go south, but he did have his Overlord on the other side, so really good scouting usage there by Adro. Oxygen looking to fly out and just get these Hellions into the back of the base behind the Spine Crawler, which has been forward positioned now. So this is a little bit dangerous for Adro, but he does have that Zergling speed, and he did see the medevac, so it's just going to be a case of how quickly he reacts, and he does have those Queens bringing into position, pulling his Zerglings across, so I don't know how effective these drops are really going to be.
Yeah, I think Adro might be just fine here. He's got his Queens running back, so yeah, it looks like tanks following up for Oxygen here while Adro goes for a Spire, so yeah, I don't think these Hellions are going to do too much damage, hopefully. But looks like he's going to try anyway, and they just gets 3 of them out of there. So losing 1, they're going to have to go back for repair. So not too effective there of a drop, but yeah, he should have. It's cost him a bit, I think, to drop that and not get anything out of it. And we see a Viking flying around doing a bit of Overlord hunting as well. So Asho could be in a bit of trouble there if he doesn't get his Overlords back.
Yeah, this Viking's already picked up one of these scouting Overlords, and Adro should have been sacrificing them into the base, spending his 80 PM a little bit unwisely there, but he did not lose to that drop. And those kinds of drops, if you slip and you're controlled even a second, can basically end the game. Trying again to drop it at this expansion, but the Queen's going to pressure that, and the Zergling's going to deny it. So Adro constantly trying to poke in right there. The crucial thing is he didn't lose the medevac. So even though he lost those 4 Hellions, he was able to do a bit of harassment, keep Adro defensive, and expand behind it, basically. And there we do see that orbital landing and these tanks moving forward to take this position. Now the thing with Steps of War, and why one of the many reasons why Zergs hate this map, is the fact these little gullies form a beautiful defensive position for Terran siege tanks. And this was back in the patch before the nerf, so they do the full range of damage. And the thing is, if you can position siege tanks in the lower ground and then get sight up here, Zerglings and all of Zerg's close range units cannot close on the tanks, and then the tanks can shell the expansion and deny that expansion without even getting near it. So it's really hard for Zerg to deal with. This Viking is going to go down. Oxygen making a bit of a mistake trying to flee. They are too slow. He is just going to be losing that there. Missile turret online at the expansion, going to chase off most of these mutas, but Adro's muta harass in the games that we've seen has been really spot on. Going to try and deny this missile turret for as long as possible, working on another SCV, trying to weaken the mules. Even though he doesn't get the mules, he's denying their time right now, which is really big, and forcing Oxygen to spend a lot of minerals on these turrets. And we are seeing these stray Marines picked off. This is a bad situation for Adro. I mean, for Oxygen right now. He doesn't really have any other Marines, and these mutas are just free to harass right now with 4 more in production.
Yeah, it looks like Oxygen could be a bit of a worry here, but Adro needs to pull these mutas back or they are going to get obliterated. But, it's like there's not much anti-air, well, not much mobile anti-air going around for Oxygen at the moment. He's going to need to get some Marines out to these mutas are going to cause some problems. But it looks like there's a drop in Adro's natural here, and it's taken out most of the drones. So that's kind of hurt him a bit.
Yeah, good retaliation there from from Oxygen right now. Just trying to be a little bit more aggressive than he has been so far. He's been a little bit cautious, but now he has to deal with this muta harass, and we're starting to see Adro get his muta numbers up really quite high. So this is a bit of a delicate